Hey everybody, it is February of 2018, and this month, Crazy 88's Fight Night is going to be at Wildfang MMA in Fort Worth, Texas. Today, I'm going to be meeting with Desiree and Jason Wigley, and they're going to be telling us a little bit more about themselves as well as the history of their school. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Sorry, the lighting is
Oh, it's all right. We'll wait for it to come on. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Why don't we start off like this? Why don't you guys just tell me a little bit about yourselves, your training background, your martial history. Oh, and introduce yourselves too. There we go. Super off the cuff this morning.
Ladies first.
Desiree with Wildfang Martial Arts. I've been training with them, I guess, since the beginning. We started Wildfang Martial Arts probably around 2009, 2010. That's when I started my training here. I haven't really had any traditional martial artist background growing up, but it was always a passion of mine. It's something that I always tried to pursue as a kid. But needless to say, I was probably around 19 when I first started in any fighting arts. And it started with a Muay Thai class in college. I was going to TCC Northeast.
Carry on.
I just know how loud that is.
I know. Hold on. Good morning, guys. Why don't we start this off this way? Please tell me a little bit about yourself and your martial background, your martial history.
All right, so my name is Jason Wigley. I am the head instructor here, and I have trained in martial arts in some form or fashion probably since I was a kid, as far back as I can remember. My father is a police officer, retired now, but I grew up with him doing every single pressure point and joint lock manipulation he could on me. That was his form of wrestling. And so I grew up using traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu for fighting. And so whenever I would get into fights as a kid, I would use joint locks and throws and takedowns and pressure points, things like that. Whenever I got a little bit older, in my teenage years, I started to get into the striking aspects.
So, guys, Wildfang has been here for a while. It's got kind of an interesting history, and I'm a little more curious about. I want to hear a little bit more about that, especially like the name. Where did the term Wildfang come from?
So Wildfang is actually the German name of Mark and Mike, the founders of the school. It was the Wildfang, which is the name that they currently carry. That was a phonetic spelling whenever their ancestors came over and they said, "What's your last name?" And they said, "Wildfang." But really they were saying Wildfang. But because of the accent, they wrote down Wildfang. So Wildfang is actually the Germanic name for the founders. And they have a whole family crest that's really awesome with deers coming out of the woods because they were bohemians and kind of wild people, which kind of fits our whole mentality of being wild, and a fight is a fight. And we want to take the traditional martial arts, because I have a ton of respect for the traditional martial arts and the traditions that go with them. However, in modern day, you're not fighting against karate, you're fighting against Lord knows what. So you have to augment the traditional systems in a way that fit the modern era and the modern knowledge of people. So Wildfang is that. It is taking what is the old tradition, but applying it in a way that fits modern day knowledge base, modern day weaponry, modern day, all that stuff.
What's up, dude? How you doing? Taking after daddy, huh? Yeah, I know. It didn't work for him either. I understand. I'll hold on to that. Guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting us. We are the Facebook group Crazy88, and I hope to see you out at Wildfang or one of the other fight nights sometime in the near future. Thanks again. Bye.